What's up, YouTube? Zanzibar here,
I'm Nicola.
and we're here to review Iron Man 2. The film was based off the popular Marvel comic book superhero, and it definitely shows. The film is totally Marvel licensed, is in no outside studios, and has a great cast, great story. Everything is great. Now we're going to tell you why. So, Nicola, what do you think of the plot?
I thought it was very in-depth. I mean, the problems were split into so many ways. It's like, how can Iron Man deal with this? And that's what keeps you going throughout the movie.
Yeah, I mean, he's dealing with a bunch of different crap. He's dealing with this new villain whose name is Whiplash. He's played by Mickey Rourke.
He's dealing with his competitor.
Justin Hammer.
Mm-hmm.
He's dealing with a heart condition, which is slowly killing him because there's chemical in his heart, the chest plate, that every time he puts on the armor, it kind of excels his heart rate and it's killing him slowly.
Yeah.
It's very interesting. They don't really explore it fully in the film, but that's good because it shouldn't be the main focus.
Yeah.
He's also dealing with the fact that the military wants his armor as to patent it.
And the government thinks that it's a weapon, and they want to take it away from him.
Tony is totally against weapons. He hates weapons.
Mm-hmm.
So he's very angry when they say this. So what I like about this film is that it doesn't just repeat what the first one did. It really excels the story. Like, I have a lot of problem with superhero movies, like the Fantastic Four, because it's just one threat after the other, and it's just, expected.
Yeah.
This character is interesting. He's not always the good guy. He's a drunk,
Yeah, he's kind of, like, more realistic.
Yeah, I mean, this is what would happen if a superhero was real. It's not on the level of Watchmen, like how that took it way too seriously, in my opinion. But this is just what would a superhero be like in modern day society. He hasn't got superpowers. He's dealing with the government, which hates, just superheroes in general.
Yeah.
And he's dealing with a lot of crap. He's dealing with a love triangle. It's just a whole bunch of stuff. So what do you think of the new villain?
Whiplash?
Yeah.
Well, I thought that he didn't have much of a background.
No, he didn't.
But it doesn't matter. He was still a really good villain. He was very cliche, but that was fine.
I mean, he was menacing. Everything you need in a movie film.
Yeah.
He didn't do any more than he had to do, which is kind of a bummer since it is Mickey Rourke and he is an Academy Award-winning actor. But it's Iron Man. It doesn't need to be super great to make it good.
Yeah. He was just trying to get what he wanted to portray, which was like a manipulating person.
Yeah. Alright, so let's talk about the actors a little more specifically. Mainly Robert Downey Jr. and Mickey Rourke. But also Don Cheadle, because the first one, Don Cheadle's character, James Rhodes, who is Tony's best friend and partner in crime, I guess you'd say, has been replaced by Don Cheadle. Terrence Howard played the character in the first film, but through some financial disagreements, Don Cheadle has taken the role in this one. I think he's a lot better. He's a lot more funny. He's a lot more compassionate. He's a lot more patriotic. But I haven't seen a whole lot of Don Cheadle in other movies. Have you?
No, I haven't.
Well, I've only seen him in things like Traitor, which I didn't like. He was kind of a bad guy in that film.
Oh.
But he plays a good guy here. Very patriotic. Well, mainly let's talk about Robert Downey Jr. and Mickey Rourke. So, what do you think of Robert Downey Jr.?
He played the role very well. I mean, he did what he wanted the audience to see, that he was a very troubled person, but he wanted to, like, keep an image to the audience that he was a very strong person and nothing was going wrong.
Yeah. I mean, he's cocky, which is the character. He's drunk, which is the character. I mean, in the comic books, there's a whole series about Iron Man's alcohol problems and him going to AA and stuff like that, but that's not the main focus here. It's really only a couple scenes where they really discuss his alcohol problem.
Mm-hmm.
But it's interesting. It's another layer of the problems, but sometimes they can overdose with the problems. This film just got it right. Like, it just knew when to stop with adding on problems and just to let the film flow.
Yeah.
That's what I like about the Marvel, Marvel Studios. They always know when to stop adding problems and start putting in solutions. And Robert Downey Jr., he plays his own personality in the character. He is Tony Stark.
Mm-hmm.
He's cocky, he's arrogant, I don't know about the drunk problem, but
yeah.
I don't think he's a millionaire. Well, he probably is, but he just plays the role very well. I think this is one of those roles he was meant to play.
Mhm.
He looks like Iron Man. He he
It
talks
was a
like
very realistic character.
yeah. Um, I do think there's gonna be a third one, and if so, no one else should play Iron Man.
I know.
They should go bankrupt trying to keep him in the role. And um, you know, so what do you think of Mickey Rourke as the villain?
He tried to, well, pretty much, he just wanted to show a very manipulative person. It's not a very hard role to cover, but he did a very good job doing it.
All right, so let's just wrap this up quickly because we're both tired. It's late. We got off this quickly.
Yeah.
So we both loved the film. My final rating is 5 out of 5.
I give it 5 out of 5 as well.
Quickly, let's just talk about the special effects. They were really, really good.
The action scenes made the audience to just roar. So.
Yeah. There's also a lot of cameos from other Marvel heroes, Marvel characters. You'll love it if you're a Marvel geek, or if you just like action movies. So if you love movies in general, just check this one out. It's better than anything else out right now, like Nightmare on Elm Street. This has been a year of remakes and reboots, Clash of the Titans, Nightmare on Elm Street. So who would you recommend this movie to quickly?
To anybody that just loves action. I mean, I even saw a few people that didn't look like they would be in this, but they loved it anyway. So anybody really. There were even kids in there, so don't even worry about it.
Yeah. So just go see it if you love movies. Our next review will probably be for Prince of Persia, I would say. Otherwise, I might have a review for Lost Planet 2. I'm not sure yet, because I haven't gotten it yet. But hope for that one. Thanks for watching. Zanzibar signing off.